Hello, everyone, and I can't wait to talk with Ania Kubów and to speak with her about her journey to development. And if you think that I'm getting better on making presentation, it's basically because I'm trying to imitate her because I love her style of presentation. So sorry, Ania, how are you?
Hey everyone, thanks so much for having me on this channel. I'm a big fan, as you've seen on Twitter. I just love what you're doing. I think it's really cool, especially because there's just so many familiar faces on your channel. It's really amazing to see. For everyone that doesn't know me, my name is Ania and I'm a software developer and YouTuber who loves to make online videos and teach people how to code, especially by making games, purely because then you really get to focus on the logic of games and JavaScript. So as much as I appreciate styling, I'm probably not the best at it. But I do love JavaScript. I love problem solving and logical thinking. So games are the perfect way for me to express that and to help others feel the love for it too.
Yeah. So how you became a developer? Or did you have another job before?
Yeah, so my background's actually in banking, so finance. I used to be a derivatives broker. Which was great for a while, but I think I've always wanted a more creative outlet. So I started my own side hustle, which was a small startup. It was just online. And that's really when I sort of started to discover development and coding, because it just never really crossed my mind before. But then when I had this template, and this was back before, you know, like Wix and Weebly's and all those, it was like really bad. So then I went in and started messing around with a template, you know, just simple like styling, moving divs around, and just got so hooked and so curious that I really wanted to take it to the next level. I started self-teaching myself thanks to YouTube. So that's great. Oh, by the way, there's just so much more resource online now than when I first started looking. So it's really amazing to see. And then I actually joined a boot camp to help me get to grips with, you know, back end, front end, a little bit of Python, Django, data management and all that. So after that is really when I sort of felt confident in my skills and went to get a job. And obviously started this YouTube channel soon after.
Yeah, and this is great. Yeah, and I've seen a lot of your videos, so yeah, it's great for me to have you here to talk with you. Yeah, I'd like to know if this idea to teach with games that I personally love, because, for example, I started coding by making games. So I started to getting serious about coding, not with JavaScript, but with Unity, for example. But the idea behind is the same. I think that trying to make something and also to learn coding but by making games, it's a wonderful idea. I always suggest, for example, this. Yeah, often I suggest your channel if someone says, well, how can I learn JavaScript? I'm a bit bored. When I get this kind of question, sometimes I say to them, try this channel because it's based on teaching something with fun. So, and also, yeah, and also I think I've seen some very, very good games. So, for example, for people like me, I'm not that young. There's like Nokia 3310 Snake, which I was pretty good at. I did like almost, I think, a Europe record, I think. But because I was in a hospital like for 2 days, so I was really bored, and then I did this great record. But nobody knows this because there were not online ladders and nothing like that. So I just good points, and that's it. But yeah, so yes, so this idea to teach with games, I think that it's from the beginning. You had already this idea.
Yeah, it was my first video that I made. It actually came from a game of Tetris, and yeah. I was making a game of Tetris in my boot camp actually, and I just thought it was, I mean, I saw loads of people's solutions online and I thought this is great, but I've got a completely different solution, which obviously like I preferred because I did it. But I was like, okay, well, if I've solved this differently and I haven't seen this sort of solution before out there, I'm just going to post it because maybe some people will benefit from it. And it was a much more, I think, visual approach. It wasn't using Canvas. It was just very sort of simple, basic, vanilla JavaScript, visual approach by getting divs and class names and all that. So I shared that, and I just got a really good reception, which is fantastic, because it meant there was a lot more people like me who perhaps did need that different approach to solving Tetris. And then since then, I've been using YouTube as a platform to share my other solutions, because like obviously there is quite a lot of solutions out there. There's no one right approach. And I think as a developer, and if you're starting out, getting to know all these different approaches on how to solve one problem is also important.
And I love the idea that almost any video has this style. So if one person likes this style, every video has that style. So if I want to learn by that, by making small games, and I also think that by making games, of course, it's fun, of course, after you do this, also to try them. So that's good. And also, I think that if you make games, your brain is more active, because sometimes maybe you get a little bit bored with some tutorials. I'm not saying to anyone over there, but yeah, sometimes maybe you get a little bit bored. So if you're bored, it's hard to learn things. It's very hard. So I think this is one of the key concepts that you want to stress on with your videos, because if you have the attention of the people, it's easier also for you to explain everything. It's easier, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And it is about sort of like pushing yourself, like you say, if you get a little bit bored with something, I tend to try pushing myself with harder and harder games as we go along. It's all about self-improvement in that way.
Yeah, that's very good. So and so which are the future plans of your YouTube channel? Because I've seen that you post quite a lot. I love your thumbnail also. I'm really bad at thumbnails. I need to improve that. I love that. I love your introduction. I've seen many of them. Yeah, I've seen also the evolution of your presentation. So I did the most recent version of that, because I've seen that you had an older one. So yeah, I've seen also the evolution of how you say.
Yeah, my first was, we spoke about this before, but it's just so bad. Like I look at it now, it's filmed on an iPhone that I balanced on some books, like, and then
and there is this misconception that I also have, that if you want to start making videos, you need the super expensive camera, you need a super expensive microphone, otherwise you are no one, you are a nobody. So basically I think that basically it's a bit more of excuses that you don't want to get started. I think, in my opinion, I'm talking for myself also. So I waited like 10 years.
That fear of starting out, right? But you've done it now. You've got your channel.
I did. Finally, the lockdown helped me.
Yeah.
The
future of my channel.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited that you asked this, because I'd love to know what you think. Because obviously at the moment I've been focusing very much on JavaScript games, just pure vanilla JavaScript, and that's great. I've done like a few React and React Native ones, but I really want to focus on that now too. So introducing more React and React Native games. And I don't know which one I should focus on. Do you think I should focus on React or React Native? What would be your choice?
In my opinion, if you ask this to me, I'll start with React, I think, because I think that React Native, it could fit, but maybe he has less people that maybe are interested into that. So I think also for you, there is more material, more resources also for you to create something. This is my honest opinion. You get other, but so I'll go like that. Also, it will be interesting to, I don't know if you have already some idea, if you want to share with us, maybe a little bit, if you want to share something, you can, but and I think it's important also to evolve when you feel that you are ready. But I love that you made a lot of videos with vanilla JavaScript. So I think that whenever you want, you can move on to some framework, and that's it.
Yeah, and it would be nice to sort of take my viewers on a journey, for JavaScript, React, a little bit of React Native, and gradually progress to, I don't know, maybe GraphQL, but that'll be way further down the line.
We'll see. I think also that if you want to make some videos with React Native, you you need to show your phone actually on the video. So maybe you need to find a way to,
like a simulator or something.
Yeah, maybe you need an emulator. I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe it's easier to share your screen just to get started, and that's it. I don't want to decide the future of your YouTube channel now. So feel free to try everything you want. But yeah, that's my opinion. Yeah, please in the comment give your opinion.
Yes, comments. Let us know.
Yeah, I still need to get
native. Which one you were interested in?
Yeah, let's do this because I really needed to get used to this interaction. So I don't actually think that there will be comments over there. So we'll see. And I see that you are also very consistent in your making videos. So so you made quite a lot. I don't know how many you made, but
I'm not sure. I try to post like once a week, but if I don't manage to, I'm not gonna like kick myself. Like it's fine. I'm pretty relaxed, but I think once a week minimum is what I sort of try to put out there.
Yes. So and what about instead the other socials? Because I'm not sure if I've started to subscribe for your YouTube channel first or Twitter first. I can't remember that. But I've seen that you are pretty active also on Twitter.
I love Twitter. Oh my God, I'm like constantly on there. I should probably stop because sometimes I just like lay in bed like just scrolling. I don't know if that's so good for my mental health, but like I just love being in the conversation. I actually think that the tech community is one of the nicest around and so welcoming to anyone. Like I've never experienced something before where, you know, people ask for help and everyone's like, oh, I'll help you. Like it's so fantastic. There's so much love in it. So I've had such a positive experience.
Almost every people that I interview, they say the same thing, that the developer community is really great. We are here to help you. Don't be shy. Ask things. Say if you have a problem, you should show what have you done, exactly what is your problem. Not screenshot of just code and that's it. But if you do the proper question, you get I think that you'll get an answer in 99% of the times. So that's it. And also I'm doing this kind of videos to make a break from Twitter. So this is also one of the reason. So you're using, and do you use Twitter only in a professional way, so only for coding, I think, so to post coding related things? I think I've seen.
So I use Twitter for a lot of things. Obviously, I do post if I have a new video out because I think that's quite important. I want to know, and you know, not everyone follows my YouTube channel, so it could be a topic that they quite like, and they're like, "Oh, cool, check out this video." So I do post a lot of my videos on there, as well as I like to promote people in the community as well. So if I see someone's doing well, I think it's important to say that, "Hey, this is awesome." I mean, the other day I saw some amazing CSS art, which was absolutely incredible. And I was like, do you know what? Like, I need to share this. And I think that just builds a nicer community. And it's less like me all the time, just going blah, 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 blah. So I use it for that as well. And some funnies, you know, everyone likes some funnies.
I also follow a lot of people who make CSS. I'm always jealous when I see this kind of art, always, but I still follow them because, I want to suffer basically by watching their skill. I'm looking forward to have some of them here. Yes, but they're really amazing. So I usually follow them because I want to see what do they do. And that's it. And also and one thing that I usually say also that I also look for accounts that maybe they have not so many followers, but they are still very, very valuable. Maybe they just don't use Twitter in the perfect way. Maybe they just post one thing, they come one week later and just post another thing. And the Twitter algorithm is not that happy about that because you need to post every 4 hours.
Every day
and every 6 hours. Yes. I remember, I say on Twitter like for months, a lot of hours every day. All my old commitment to work has been transferred to Twitter time. And when it was my birthday, I stopped for like 2 days for tweeting because I went on holiday. And when I came back and I posted something, I get almost 0 interactions. So
Oh, really?
yeah, the Twitter algorithm, I already was hating me.
Yeah, already like punishing you.
Yeah, if you start, I call him the beast sometimes. That you need to feed continuously. If you want to grow, that's it. But yeah, it's the sort of the game of the socials. So, but I think what I'm also trying to do with these videos, I'm getting very good feedbacks about this series. I don't know, interviews. I don't know either how to call them. There's that I'm trying to create some little bit stronger connections with people. So, for example, I noticed that after I do this kind of video calls, the relationship with the person is a bit different because maybe I can also read their tweets with their own voice. In your case, no. In your case, no, because I already know you. So maybe this will be for you. But yeah.
Yeah, you're completely right. Like, for those of you who don't know, we've known each other from Twitter for quite a while now, but it's so nice to actually speak to you like in person. It's such a different experience. So like, you're completely right. You're growing like a community and like chatting to people online. And I think it's amazing what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you. Because this started almost for fun. Yes, with Adrian Tuareg. I don't know if you know him.
Yes.
Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah, he said just let's do it, and we did that video call. My setup was really bad. It's still bad, but maybe if you check that, maybe it's a little bit improved. But I love to do that because I also want to show the progress, the evolution, because you don't really need to be perfect, to have perfect lights to make a video. You can always improve. It's more.
His lights are awesome. He's got like some purple stuff going on. I don't even know what he's doing.
What? What?
Doesn't he? Adrian has like some purple lights always in his videos.
If you see that, it's like staying in one of his videos live. So he talks like that. Welcome, Francesco. Okay, I'm in one of his videos. And I love him. And also my girlfriend said, "Oh, but his setup is so good and your setup is so bad." So
he does have really good setup. I'll give him that. Like, it's really impressive.
But that pushed me a lot to improve just for if you see the second episode, I tried to do something quite better. Also, if I had still just the integrated webcam or something like that, I tried to change something because otherwise
I know what you mean. I get really jealous when I see his. I'm like, damn it.
And it was not even planned. So he really does these things. So it's really ready. Every time he wants just because, I also love that he says that he just thinks about an idea. Then he does a video. And when the video is handed, he starts another one. I don't know if this is the same also for you. Or do you work on multiple videos at a time? This is a question.
Well, I think, so there's two things. Basically, for me, I think I will make the game and I take quite a lot of time to do it just because I don't think I'm that natural in front of the camera. It takes me quite a few goes. And when I'm coding, I'm a bit slow sometimes. So obviously I want to make it good for the user. So like, I'll do it a few times or like edit it together better. I'm not that naturally good at just doing it in one go yet, which is something that I'm working on because I think it's obviously good for me and also time saving for me. And just an impressive skill. Like, I'm very impressed with people who can live stream and live code. There's a few out there who are really impressive, like CJ from the Coding Garden. With his live streams, and there's a few others as well, and anyone who can do it live without getting really anxious or flustered, I'm such a big fan of. That's somewhere that I eventually want to be in the future, but I'm just not there yet. Like, I had to do a demo once and it was live, And even before the demo, like I wasn't even on yet, and I just started to get like really hot, and then the light was on me, and I was just like, oh my God, and getting so nervous because I was just so worried that something would go wrong, which is so silly. But like, yeah, I don't think my confidence with live stuff is there yet.
Yeah, but I think that little by little we can do that. It's also one of the things that I would like to do. For example, another one that I like and I know it's Floating Pop, for example. I like his streams, for example. And so, yeah, it's basically maybe someone for someone it's like this almost the same. So you are making things with a camera, so it's the same thing, but actually it's not. It's not. Yeah. So yeah, it's one of the things. Yeah, I'd love to see one of your live stream. Yeah.
Oh, no, it'd be so bad. You wouldn't want to see it, trust me.
Yeah,
it's
but
me,
yeah,
like red.
Yeah, but it's something different. So I don't know. Maybe maybe when you feel that you are ready, you can try. Maybe also I don't know, because I think at doing live streams it's also really time saver. So maybe you can sometimes in live streams also if you make mistakes and if you interact with people in the chat and they correct you and you say thank you, yeah, I was wrong, that's it. At the end you can that video makes sense, I think, anyway, because you made that live, you tried something. So I don't know, I'm still working on that, so I don't know if I will ever start to do that, but that's it. Yeah, it's a different way of communication, but yeah. So
yeah, exactly. Maybe if it's like smaller projects, then it's fine. But if it's like a big project.
Yeah, but I think also something very, very simple, just for you to make some tests. For if you also to learn how to interact with people, because I think that it's something that can be hard for one who starts doing live streams. That you need to think about what you have to do. Then you need to read the chat, answer the chat, and then go back to coding. I think maybe this is something that gives anxiety, because if you are alone, nobody's watching you code really very relaxed, and that's it. I think the skill, the real skill of the live streamers, that they can just chat, interact with people, like if they were people around you. Yeah, like if you are coding, there are people like you say, oh, what are you doing? You say, oh, I'm doing this, and then you keep going with this little interruptions. You can still keep going. So maybe also if you do really, really pretty basic stuff, you can improve the interaction with people. This is why they are there.
I think it just takes practice. Maybe we should practice together.
I'd love to, but I still need to make a little bit practice with videos first. But yeah, that will be an idea. Yeah, if you start, please tell me.
I'll call on you.
I want. Yeah, if you want, I can tell to anybody. Otherwise, I can. Otherwise, I'll not tell to them. I'll just come there, and that's it. Yes, because I think that in the beginning we are so. That anxiety, okay, will come so many people, instead maybe there'll come 2 people, 3 people, maybe you're just your friends. So I think, it's different. It's different. It could be an idea, I think.
It could be. How about you? Where do you see your channel going in the future? What are your plans?
Okay. In my plan, I'd love to keep going with this series. I'd love, I'll say this, I have some ambitious goal about this. I'd love to make 100 videos in a row every day for like 3 months. I'm not sure about that, but I'll try to make this. So if I fail now, you know, and you can come back on this video and say, oh, and that day you haven't posted, that day will be ready, and they'll comment here. I'm sure about that. Yeah, but that's it. And then I'd like to focus on my niche, which is DevOps and Docker. So I think I need to start again by doing this kind of videos, because this is what I like. This is what I like to learn. This is what I think I'm the best at. I'm not perfect, but I'm the best at. yeah, so that's it for now. That's it. And it's strange that I started actually making some running videos. I ran into Rome for charity. It was an idea. Yeah, it was an idea of Florin Pop. He asked to me, "Oh, let's make this 100 kilometers challenge. Basically, you run and you should the normal people, not me, but the normal people. They just post what they did. Okay, so today I've run 5 kilometers, say 6 kilometers. Since I love running, but I decided to do a little bit different. So I just bought a GoPro, which is there, I think. Yeah, it's there. And then I started making. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's and so I started making videos. I was really nervous about that because I'm usually not that person which loves to make videos. I still remember my really first video I posted on Twitter. I still remember this. I already told this that it was a 23-second video. It was on the 25th of July, and it was like just wanted to say thanks to 20,000 followers on Twitter. So easy.
I remember that video.
I think I took like 20 or 30 takes. It took like 3 hours, something like that. So I wanted it to be perfect. And and the funny thing is, in the end, I just posted one of the first ones. So I just wanted to make it better. I don't know why. And in the end, I just decided to post because it was really easy. It was a test for me to post that, because I had a lot of followers, but I had never posted a video. So I want to share this, because if you, for example, sometimes I get this question: how do I make my first video? Because sometimes it's hard to make one thing for the first time, just the first time, and then it's get way easier. So, for example, if you want to try to make videos, I always suggest to make like a thank you for, I don't know, 1K followers, and that's it. So, but this works for you. You are working on yourself, and then you can make another one. Yeah, that's it. That's how I started. Before the 25th of July, I had never published a video on internet, never. So
yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah,
what kind of camera and stuff did you use? Was it like me on an iPhone, or did you have a nice camera?
I've used a DSLR. Is this one? Let's wait. Is this one?
Oh, nice. Okay.
And
like
and this camera actually, this camera has like 10 years. I bought this camera 10 years ago, and 10 years ago I said, okay, this year I'll publish one video on YouTube. And then, and a year later, this year I'll publish one video on YouTube. And I had to wait. I had to wait for a lockdown to focus on that. And another thing that I'd love to share, that, for example, I really wanted to do videos on YouTube. So I started to do that. I started to get connections with other YouTubers. For example, you were exactly one of those people. It's so strange for me to have you here as a guest now. But yeah, if you want to do something, if you surround yourself with people who are already doing that, it's easier for you. You can ask questions. Adrian helped me a lot, for example. I mean, in a mental way. So do that, try this. Yeah, that's it. So it seems more natural for you. Yeah, you don't have to be
getting comfortable with what you're sort of into and what you find interesting, because there's so many different styles out there. You know, people do more, I guess some people do more like hardcore coding ones, some people do more like lifestyle, some people do lifestyle and coding. There's like no right answer really. So
and it's really a journey to make videos. You need to understand what you like. For example, I discovered that I like editing videos. For example, now I'm also editing this kind of videos, which I was not before, but from today I'll try to editing them just a little bit, just to improve the audio. So nothing so strange, just to improve them a little bit. But for example, I started, when I did the running videos, I started to edit a lot, and I had never edited a video before. Yeah. yeah, and so I
So
started.
that's another skill in itself, right? Getting used to all the sort of software there is, and like it takes a while. Like
Of course, yeah.
the time that it takes me now to edit a video together is so much quicker than when I first started. It was crazy, but it's just like muscle memory and practice and knowing what's available to you.
Yeah, and I personally think that being a developer helps you a little bit because I think that you are you are used to learn things every day. So starting to learn, for example, I've used the DaVinci Resolve program, for example.
Okay,
But
I use Adobe Premiere.
yeah.
I think they're quite similar. I don't know.
Yeah, they are similar, yeah. But for now, one is enough for me. But yeah, and so yeah, so I don't know what I was saying.
Yeah, I think it's easier to pick stuff up as a developer because you're so
Yeah,
used to learning.
yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Every day something.
Yeah. So we just it's like learning another JavaScript framework.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm looking forward to see one of your videos. I think so. You're saying that about React, or maybe you are still choosing. I don't know. You don't have to do that or not, but yeah.
Well, I'm actually making. I can share this with you. My next project is going to be quite a big one. It's with a company that basically the data company that Netflix used and Spotify, and we're coming together for collaboration to build a TikTok clone. So if you're interested, if you're watching this and interested in making your own TikTok and data management using the same company that does Netflix and Spotify, then yeah, please keep your eyes peeled for my video.
I'll do that for sure. I'll do that for sure. Yeah, because yeah, and yeah, so yeah, so that's it. I think I don't want to make them too long, but it has been really a pleasure to have you here. So instead of just doing very long videos, I prefer to have you again. Maybe when you do some big projects, like something like that. Yeah. So please subscribe to Ania YouTube channel. She's amazing. You will learn a lot of things in a funny way, and I think this is really something that can help you. For example, if you are a person who needs some attention, you need to keep up your attention. So I think this is the right channel for you, honestly. So do that. Also follow her on Twitter. I leave the description, of course, below. Yes, please let us know what Ania should do, what I should do in the comments.
Let us know what to do.
Yeah, we are here. Yeah, we are here. So yeah, so thank you for coming. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed it. Again, awesome work, and I look forward to your next videos.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Let me stop.